Hi, Dr. Martin Rutherford, chiropractor, certified functional medicine practitioner.
Dr. Randall Gates, board certified chiropractic neurologist, also a chiropractor.
Keys to success number 46.
45.
Number 45.
Yeah.
Today we're going to talk about exercise, but maybe not in the way that you think.
So now the weather is beautiful and it's warm out, and we have a lot of patients who are hustling and bustling to and fro from Home Depot, looking to get their flowers, planting in their yards, doing yard work all week long.
Talk about me.
Exceeding what we term their metabolic capacity.
He's talking about me.
So many of our patients who have fibromyalgia, other chronic pain syndromes, it's been kind of a long winter, frankly, where spring seemed to continue into very late May with some pretty cold and damp weather. And then now it's nice out. Maybe you haven't been conditioning yourself as well because you've had other stuff going on. And so now that you're out and about and doing these activities, we have a lot of patients coming back to us with exacerbations of their conditions, exacerbations of their fibromyalgia, their chronic fatigue. So do you want to add to that regarding
basically
ourselves?
What the keys to success are is the keys for you to stay better. You came in here because you had certain issues, and most of you have had a combination of autoimmune problems, fight-flight mechanisms going on, increased stress hormones, those type of things. Your brain and your system needs a certain amount of stimulation to stay healthy. But when you have these types of conditions, even as you're taking care of yourself, your capacity to do things is a little bit less than it used to be. The threshold that you used to have for exercise is maybe used to be up here, but now you add in autoimmunity and you add in the fact that maybe you've had a concussion and these types of things. And even though you're doing well, your capacity isn't what it used to be. So now you think I'm feeling better. I remember back in the days when I used to run marathons, and I remember back in the days when I used to run half marathons, or used to go to the gym and run and work out for 2-3 hours. And now you start thinking, I'm going to do that again. Okay. And that's not going to be helpful. You have a certain metabolic capacity. I do. And if I exceed it, like I did the other day, there was a job to be done out in front of my house, and there was I had to do it. Otherwise, all of my bushes were going to be growing out into the street. My neighbors were going to be going, "What's wrong with this guy?" And so I was cutting them, and I did it for a little longer than I should have, and I paid for the next 2 days. My energy levels were kind of down. I kind of should have stopped. I probably should have done it for half an hour, and I probably should have went and stopped and went back. But of course, I didn't want to take the whole day to do what I could do in 2 hours. And so, but it goes towards everything. I know I used to be very much into working out. I always liked to feel good. I always liked staying physical. I can't go and run for an hour anymore. I can walk for an hour. Okay, I can do that. I contemplated getting a membership to a gym this past weekend, and I really kind of thought about it. I thought, no, I'm not going to do that, because the amount of exercises that I need to do to stay better and that doesn't exceed my metabolic capacity, I can do at home in my living room, or I can do at home. Instead of going to the gym and lifting weights and doing a lot, maybe I'll be at home and I'll just have 2 little weights and I'll work with them. Or maybe instead of doing squats, I'll just do maybe 10 or 15 squats at home without any weights or anything like that. So you have to find out what your capacity is. And the big thing is, Dr. Gates said, weather's nice. You might be going out there. Yeah, especially if you're early on in your recovery. I just get tired. I kind of expect it. I kind of know what's going to happen. I know I need this to be done. I know I'm just going to be crashing and kind of taking it easy the next day. I'm not going to go out doing anything real significant. I kind of know. If you're not to that point, then be careful. But if you're early on in your recovery also, you have a chance of maybe throwing your recovery back more than if you are like years down the road. So be careful. Maybe this is a good time to gauge your exercise. Just know that if you go out and you're doing things that you used to do, and all of a sudden the next day you're feeling a little bit like you used to feel, where you would have a good day and then you would have a day and you'd get all these things done at home and then you'd crash. This is a little bit different than that, but then it's not. If you're out there and you go out and you take a walk and you walk for 2 hours, and the next day you don't feel like doing anything, 2 hours was too long. So you kind of get I think kind of get the idea from that.
Mhm.
So be careful, go out there, have fun. It was a long winter. It's so nice out now. It's nice to get outside and do things. So, but just be careful. You still have some sort of a limited metabolic capacity, not like when you came in, but certainly it's there, and you just need to be attentive to it. Same way you need to be attentive to the way you need to eat, you need to be attentive to how much activity you do.
Exactly.
All right.
So thanks for watching. Send us your ideas, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Bye.